Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're actually going to be showing off a mod. It's gonna be kind of nice. It's a mod I made myself. It's called the Hotbar Combat Abilities. It just got released, or at least in this time it's currently releasing. Right now I'm on my server world. And I'm basically going to be showing off one of the items that comes with this plugin called the Teleportation Grimoire, which is what I'm holding right now. Basically, before I go on, I kind of want to explain the purpose of this mod. So, when I press Q, or the signature ability button, as you can see, it opens another hotbar. Essentially, the reason I made this is because at the current moment, when you mod in weapons, for example, I have my katanas here. When I press Q, nothing actually happens, and you can technically program something to happen. The only issue is that there's no build-up. Because as we know, when we hit with the vanilla weapons, it builds up and then it lets you activate your signature ability, or I guess your ultimate. But the problem is that you can't actually set that up yet in the current state of the game, since it is still in early access as of this point. So I decided I'm going to make a little alternative, which is extra abilities instead of an ultimate. What's good about this is by the time they actually manage to fix the signature abilities, this could still be used with a build-up even. So you can become insanely strong and have several abilities and have that be your ultimate ability. I guess I will show this off. So as of now, ability 6 doesn't work. I tried to basically what it does is what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to allow the user to toggle the rotation of these abilities that I'm going to show off. So if I press 1, I'm going to do that now. As you can see, I teleported, and it also consumed a charge on the grimoire. So I'm going to stand still so you can see my position. Now, as you can see, it's teleporting me that way. If I press it again, you can see I move slightly forward. You can also kind of affect it with your player's rotation, which is kind of nice, actually. Now, the thing is I could be facing this way and press the button, and I'll still go this way. 6 was supposed to change that, so it was only dependent on the location that the character was looking at. And the toggle works, but the logic does not. So at the moment it's disabled. If I were to press it, it just says temporarily disabled. Sadly, I'm going to be releasing it this way. As much as I hate it, but yeah. Anyways, I'll show off the other ones. So if one teleports us that way, then on the opposite end we have 9. If I press 9, I will go... Did I press 9? Yeah, I'll go the opposite way. There it is. Now 2, it will let me teleport this way, which is kind of nice. You can teleport through walls, obviously. 8 lets me teleport the opposite way, which is what I just pressed. 3 lets me teleport upwards. And that's actually perfect. I didn't even build this so that I could teleport on top of it. It just happened to... That's kind of funny. Okay, so if I press it, and then I press 7... Oh, yeah, that's right. So, at the current moment, it's a little bit broken. Yeah, so if I press 7, it's not changing the hotbar, so it just doesn't work. I wouldn't want to teleport down anyways, because there's some spooky spikes down there. So, yeah, I'm going to teleport down. And I'm a little bit underground. You can teleport into the depths of hell if you really wanted to. Don't do that. Luckily, these things are a little bit expensive, so you can't abuse it too much. I am going to show you ability 5 now. And also ability 4. Ability 5 allows the user to teleport in random directions. And that also includes upwards and downwards. I don't know why you would want to use this. I'm gonna be frank. But I figured, why not, right? Sometimes you need some really shit abilities on a weapon. And eventually, its use will kind of, I guess, show itself in a sense. I don't know. Okay, now it's time for me to explain 2 times. My 4th ability. I just pressed it. I'll press it again. If I press a button, now I go twice as far, which is kind of nice. Now, what's kind of neat as well is if I keep pressing 4, I can double the double, so it becomes quadruple. Now, of course, this still consumes charges, and you can't abuse it too much. It has some uses on it that you have to worry about. So if I keep pressing it, as you can see, it's not even consuming a charge. That's because you could only press it twice unless you unequip it and re-equip it at the moment, which is not an intended mechanic. It will get fixed, but now I can press it twice, and then when I press teleport, I will go twice as far. So I think the base right now is 12 blocks. No, 6 blocks. So I'll get teleported 6 blocks, but with double, then it will obviously be doubled. And obviously this applies to the ability 5 as well, to teleport in random directions, and every other ability. Now, you wouldn't exactly want to teleport way up in the air like this and risk dying, but, you know, I guess you could use this at your discretion. This weapon is actually currently craftable if you were to download the mod. I can show you right now. I have a workbench up here. Right there. Teleportation Grimoire. So this plugin is more than just a grimoire. The grimoire is essentially made to show off the system as it is in progress. But the system is essentially something that anyone can build off of. So at the moment, it's a little bit iffy and buggy. So you can't actually have this as a dependency and have it work. You can't just add an ability to it yet. Because there were some things that I didn't quite understand when I was making the plugin, and I might have to rework some of the system before it's able to be tweaked that way and used in its intended way. All of this here is what you need to hook up an ability or a series of abilities and also a hotbar to a weapon. All it is the item ID and then the ability bar UI, and then you put in this array of ability slots. At the moment it caps at 9, which obviously makes sense. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. So we could see this one here, and you might be able to see a couple more here, and I could show you something. So consume is true, plugin is true, ID, this is the ID of the ability. Then there's the power multiplier, which is adjustable and also controls some of the logic that you can make within the plugin. Max uses, right now this is at 1. I could even adjust this and have it be something like 2 or 3 or even 1,000. But yeah, you would go ahead and inside of this, you could change some of the values, like ability value. What's interesting is I have something with these abilities. These all teleport you in different directions, but the ability value essentially controls what axis. So I have 1, 3, and 2, and then at the bottom here I have -1, -3, -2, and those also control the axis. If I go to weapon, you can see that there's nothing here about consume. That's just because when I use this weapon, I don't want it to consume the weapon. Obviously, that's not something you want. Obviously, you can do that. You could have a really busted ability and have it consume the charges. But then there's also things like max uses, which is set to a normal value, and power multiplier. And these also have some different things, like reload random. Empty is one that's used a lot because you can set an ability to blank. And we also have the Elven Staff, which is essentially just a carbon copy of the other one, except it's a staff. Not really much to show there yet, but eventually there will be. So, now let me show off the test weapon, because it is slightly different. Oh, what did I name it? Okay, so this one is not tweaked at all to be balanced or even craftable. This is mainly for showcase. It has the worst looking UI, and yeah, I just hope you're ready for it. There it is. Looks like garbage, doesn't it? So this uses the same teleport ability for the random teleport. Now it is a lot stronger, however. So yeah, I don't know how I got all the way up here. But yeah, just by tweaking the variables, you can make something incredibly different. It's kind of nice. So that was ability 1. Let me go ahead and put this as my 5th hotbar, because the 5th hotbar is empty right now. So ability 2, it's a troll face, very funny. When you press it, it says trollololol to you only. Very cool. Now, something interesting is you could see it actually goes down and changes the UI. And that actually is the uses of the ability, basically taking that away. That UI is also changeable by the user, and it's kind of nice. Now, ability 3 reloads every single ability in your hotbar. So if I was to teleport frantically and clip myself into a cave like this, and then also use trolololol, when I press 3, it'll reload all of them. Like this. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and show you the 4th ability, which is also a reload ability, except it applies to a random ability. So if I press it, it'll randomly choose one of the abilities, and it has chosen Trolololo, thankfully, because, yeah, I mean, it could technically reload the full reload, and you have an infinite loop, which is kind of fun, honestly. I actually really like that. Anyways, I'll show off another one, and for this one, I will actually have to change my game mode to survival, or adventure, I guess. So, when I press 7, I flip a coin, and if I get lucky, I will fully heal. If I get unlucky, I will be 1 HP, which obviously you wouldn't want to be 1 HP. Now obviously this has 3 uses, so I could flip it again, and now like I'm fully healed. So you could just spam it until you get the RNG that you want. It's not exactly balanced, but you know, obviously you could just have this have only 1 use. You can change that. But anyways, unlucky, and ability 9 is just full heal. So you don't even really have to flip the coin at all if you didn't want to. That's essentially everything about this mod. I will, once I fix the actual ability system to work as a dependency, then I'll be able to show off a little bit more on like things like setup and stuff like that. But it's nearly finished. I'm mainly making this build right now just to show off the system. What the heck? I might have to change the system entirely in order to make it work with other plugins, but it's at a working state to where I can make things directly in the mod pack, or directly in the plugin, sorry. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make a little test build and show off the system and get people hyped about it. I have a repository in the description. I also have it on the actual mod page if anyone actually wants to contribute or check out the code. But yeah, that's essentially all I wanted to show off today. So I hope everybody liked it. Yeah, I'll keep everyone updated. Yeah, anyways, everybody, thanks for watching. Mod page in the description, and GitHub in the description as well. Someone stole my crops. What the heck?